Hi, one and all. I'm going to show you right now how to add a closed captioning file to your YouTube video. And a couple things. One is there's a lot of argument out there as to whether or not Google will read, quote unquote, read your closed caption file, which then gives your video a leg up on those that don't have a closed caption file, or if it's better for SEO. My theory is this. Closed captioning was never designed for SEO purposes. It was designed to help people who had a hearing disability enjoy TV shows and movies and YouTube videos that for instance, that I watch and that I can listen to. And that's what it was really for. So my opinion is you should add closed captioning because you make your video more accessible to everyone out there, specifically those who you're targeting, your target audience. So you don't want to exclude anyone. You want to include as many as possible. So you want to make sure that your video is accessible to your target audience, whether they need closed captioning or whether they don't. Then you think about SEO. If there's no downside to closed captioning, but it only has a potential upside in terms of SEO, then why won't you do it? You should do it. You should do it, number one, because it makes your video more accessible, and number two, it can't hurt, and it may have a potential SEO upside. So with that being said, let's show you how to close caption. Now, YouTube has its own closed captioning, which is pretty bad. It's actually funny watching a random video in closed caption with YouTube's own closed captioning. So what YouTube allows you to do is create your own closed caption file and upload it. I'm going to show you how to create that closed captioning file using my favorite tool called CaptionTube. Now, you're going to see that this is a pretty lengthy and arduous process. I'm not going to do the whole process here, but I'm going to show you one little snippet so you can see kind of how the process works. Do it on your own 1 or 2 times. If your money is more valuable than your time, then by all means do it yourself. But for many of us, many of you sitting out there right now watching this video, time is more valuable than money. So I would suggest after you get used to it and you understand how it works, outsource it to someone on Fiverr or Odesk or Elance who can not only create a closed caption file for you, but remember we talked about the transcribing? If that person can transcribe and create a closed caption file, you're golden. So let me just show you how to do it and set it up. You go to captiontube.appspot.com, or if you just Google CaptionTube, you got it. Then what you do is you get the welcome screen. It'll log in using your Gmail. Another good reason why you have to have your Gmail account, because you use that for pretty much everything we're doing in this video series. So you go to specific video. This is where you tell CaptionTube where your video is. I already have it open. You copy and paste the URL. Make sure you copy and paste the entire URL, not the YouTube shortened URL. You want the entire URL. Go back to CaptionTube, paste it, hit import, and you can see it loads your video. You next click on edit. Now what you do is this. At this point, you should have your transcribed file. And the very first thing you do after this page loads is you hit add caption. Then it's ready to start typing in text. But before you do, make sure you start the caption time. So you click on this button here. And what that does is it says, this is where the closed captioning begins for this segment. Now I'm going to play the video for a few seconds.
I'm about to give you 5 ways to be an effective public speaker.
Okay, I stopped it. Now I'm going to type in, about to give you 5 ways to be an effective public speaker. Okay. Now, I don't have this transcribed at the moment, or I have it, but I don't have it with me right now. So I just typed it in. But you would copy that chunk of text from your transcribed file and you would paste it right here. Then you click on the caption duration. So the caption duration is 4 seconds, basically a little over 4 seconds. So again, the steps are you go to CaptionTube, you click on the import or specific video, then you copy and paste your URL of your YouTube video in the box that popped up. Click on import. This page will load. You click on caption time first, the start caption time. You listen for a few seconds, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 seconds. Then you type or copy and paste the text here, and then click on the caption duration. You click on that. Now you click on save, and you can see over here on the timeline that it says between 000 and 4.2 seconds, this caption should show on the screen. You would do this for your entire video. So you can see a 15-minute video is going to take a long time. This is a 2-minute video, and when I did this, it took quite a long time. Probably like, I didn't time it, but maybe 10 minutes, something like that. So you would do the rest of it, and then when you're done, you click on publish. Now here's a little weird part. Maybe it's the browser. I'm using Chrome, but I always download the SRT file. In order to download it, if I click on download now, that doesn't work. So you have to click on that button first, and then click on that, and then click on download now, and then you can see it. I actually downloaded this once before to test to make sure it was working. So I have 2 files, but that's how you would download it. Now what you do is you go back to YouTube, then you log into your account like you should be. If you're viewing your video like you have here, you go to closed caption. So basically you go, there's lots of different ways you can get to this edit screen in YouTube, but I just clicked on closed caption. Now you see active tracks. Now, let me do something real quick. Typically, what's going to happen, bear with me a second, pay no attention to what I'm doing. Okay, now pay attention. Okay, so when you first, if you don't have a closed caption file, this is what you're going to come to. This screen, and it's going to say active tracks, English, if your language is English, automatic captions. If I click on that, it's going to show me what YouTube has picked up as the transcription. So the first part is correct. I'm about to give you 5 ways to be an effective public speaker. Interested, stay tuned means I'm crowd effect public. It's a disaster. Remember I said it was funny? You don't want this file. So you want to upload a new one. Click on add captions, upload file. It's English if that's your language. Click on upload. You click on the file that you uploaded or that you downloaded from CaptionTube. Now you may say, well, where is it? I just uploaded it. You have to click the refresh button. So click the refresh button, and there it is. Now you see 2 tracks that are active. You want to make sure 1 track is active. So you want to deactivate the automatic captions. So you click on it, click on actions, disable, and now you have 1 track that's enabled, the one that you created on CaptionTube. Now when I play this, you're going to see the very first part is going to be perfectly captioned. So let's try it.
I'm about to give you 5 ways to be an effective public speaker. Interested?
Now notice after I said interested, it went away because remember in CaptionTube I said that it starts here and it ends here. Well, CaptionTube is working perfectly. The file that you downloaded basically tells YouTube when certain parts of your text will display on the screen while someone's watching your video. So that's it. That's all you have to do when it comes to closed captioning. So it's a pretty simple process in terms of process, but it's a pretty arduous process when it comes to actual time that it takes. So again, if your money is more valuable than time, meaning that you're trying to do this on a really, really tight budget, getting your business off the ground, you don't have a lot of money to spend on captioning, then you can do it yourself, which is the way I just showed you. But as you saw, it's tedious. So if your time is more important or more valuable than money, then outsource it to Elance, Odesk, or Fiverr. If you can find someone who can transcribe it as well as create the caption file, then you're good to go. So that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. And again, this will help broaden your audience in terms of accessibility of your video, and hopefully it'll have an upside on SEO. Thanks for watching.